Welcome to Ghost Review TV channel where we do all different Power book series and we review them and give our predictions and a variety of different shows that we plan on doing for the future. Today we're going to preview the finale of Ghost, season finale of Ghost,
Yeah, it's
which
gonna
was
be the
both.
series, the last season of Ghost, and kind of where we ended last season. Tariq and Braden got out of that gym when basically Noma, Monet, and pretty much the rest of Monet's crew and Effie, they were basically trying to get Tariq and Braden out of here. So, kind of going off your thoughts like that, and I'll start first. Where do you think we're gonna end as far as some of the previews we got? It seems like obviously Tariq and Braden got out of that situation, but do you think they're gonna start and continue the war, or what do you think that's gonna happen next coming into this first episode?
Well, this first episode, I feel like they just gonna keep trying to knock Monet's crew off and basically robbing them, taking their product out the street, making sure they hit the docks, making sure that they limit their supplies on getting it, and then it's gonna cause them a problem for getting their product out there. As if you see that Braden doesn't have no more money, Tariq Tariq is broke at this point. Tariq is completely broke at this point, and he feels betrayed. I mean, the last episode that we saw Effie, like you said, we saw Monet, we saw Kane, we
Yep,
saw
Drew.
Drew, we saw Dana, we saw all these characters that he brought together and tried to do the best he can to like keep them together, and they all turned against him.
Yeah,
So he feels betrayed.
yeah. So I think it's definitely some betrayal there, but I also think Tariq understands that war costs. So like he does still have Effie did present that they had the daughter of Noma, but apparently Noma's gonna move her to a different school, so he can't utilize that resource anymore. Um, I think where this is gonna go, I think they're gonna end up, the first couple of episodes try to basically fill each other out before they go to war. Because I mean, I just don't imagine them starting to this season off just going straight to war. So what I think that probably is gonna happen is they're going to basically try to figure out a way, probably going to get Davis McClain back into the roots with Tariq and try to figure out how they can work together or at least work for them. And then I think they're going to try to take that plug from Monet. I mean, not obviously Monet, but actually Noma as well. Um, I also think Two Bit might come back this. He's probably gonna come back early this season. As we know, Tariq still owes him money. He traded cars with Tariq as well, which I just think it'd be great to get Two Bit back in the fold. And I think he'll play a major role in this. They also got a new character, which Michael Ealy. He's gonna be Detective Carter. He's gonna be trying to do basically what most of these detectives have tried to do: try to take out Tariq, Ghost. Nobody has ever been successful at that, but they're really hyping him up this year to try to take him out. The other thing I've seen that I wanted to get you some feedback on. Oh, that's pouring down here, but do you think Diana and Tariq have a baby on the way? Because in some of the scenes they put out, as far as some of the previews and stuff, Diana has been at the doctor's office, doctor clinic. Look like they're trying to set it up where potentially Tariq has a baby with Diana on the way.
I could see that being a thing because the last episode, he ended up having sex with her, and then they end up coming with this plan to kill Monet, and so I could see that being a thing where he end up slipping in and you know
Do
conceive
you
the
think
baby.
do you think Diana and Drew gonna stick to that plan? Because obviously they switched up, but do you think Monet will eventually find out that basically they did that setup and tried to basically kill her off?
Well, what I think is, I think in the middle of the season, they're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying to cover it up, cover it up, but they're going to get sloppy with it. And at some point, Kane's going to find out, and he's going to pillow talk and tell Effie, and then Effie's going to tell Monet at some point.
Yeah,
That's my prediction.
I think Effie is an interesting character because I'm curious to see how she plays this. She obviously felt back off Kane. at the end of the season. Like she wasn't really trying to rock with him like that. Clearly, I think TARIQ is still the love of her life. Even though it's probably a little bit of a toxic situation. Kind of reminds me of Tasha and Ghost. And I honestly
Mm-hmm.
think that's why TARIQ don't really want to rock with her. And they showed that in this past season where basically Effie was like, hey, instead of trying to get out the streets, let's keep you in the streets and try to build this empire. Um,
And he was trying
so,
to do something
so
opposite.
I'm curious to know how that plays out. I think obviously the main thesis of this season is going to be how can Tariq get out the game but still make money, because he doesn't have that fund anymore to where if he graduated college, he gets that money from his own dad and stuff like that. And I don't even think his dad's dead. That's another thing. But we can go down that rabbit hole down the road.
Yeah.
But they also started off with another scene where they're back in college to start off, which is kind of crazy because I don't understand how these fuckers, sorry about using that language, how these guys can continue to be stuck in college. Tariq then killed about 2-3 bodies. He done sold drugs. I mean, at any other university, you getting kicked out. So I don't think they're gonna be in college that long. I think something's gonna happen, to where, because it doesn't seem like the whole season is gonna be stuck in college. Even though I do appreciate, some of the college scenes as far as the
I
lecture halls and things like that. So, um, we got more videos coming, but just to wrap this up, 3 questions for you, 3 rapid fire questions. Do you think Monet is dead?
I think Monet is still alive. I think Monet is at some point at the end of the show she's going to die. That's my
Yeah,
prediction.
I agree, because I think Monet, they haven't teased her in any scenes, but I just don't think she's dead. I don't think they'd take her out so soon. The other question is, they're really pushing this narrative that Tariq is against the world like his pops. What do you think about that? Do you think he'll be able to get out the game like his pops, or do you think it'll be a situation where basically Tariq is either, because I personally think, I'm gonna give you my opinion on this first. I think it makes no sense for them to end this wonderful series, even though they're ending it. But I think they're going to keep Tariq alive as a character and move him to Chicago with the series they have with Tommy. What's your thoughts on just specifically? What do you think Tariq hierarchy in this story will be?
I think at some point Tariq is going to follow his father's footsteps, and I think he's going to do better of it. I think he's going to turn around and get out of it completely, and I think that's how the series is going to end. At the end of bringing Tariq back in there here and there, they might, but I don't think they're going to kill him off as a character. His character was so good, and the development of his character was great. To be honest, I don't even know how this is the end of the series, but some
Yeah,
series had to end.
I still don't know why they ended it so early. I mean, some of the whispers everybody's saying is just the cast is too expensive. I mean, you got Method Man, you got Mary J. Blige, you got Michael Rainey. Braden is probably one of the top actors coming up. So I get why. And the other question was, it's interesting to see how the whole Rashad Tate, and then also his character, what he would do this season, but also Davis McClain, to see how those two were intertwined. As far as Davis told Rashad, like, hey, my guy, we're gonna need some of that bread for him to basically giving him that, that leeway for him so he can be the governor, I believe, in the state of New York.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one that I wanted to get, this the last one I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on. They've been like kind of teasing Kane and on Noma as like a little, a fling or hookup. So I'm kind of curious to know if Monet kind of set Kane up to like, hey, keep her close so that way we always got to connect on lock.
Um, That's the first question. I think Davis McClain is going to get killed. We see notoriously lawyers die in the Power series, uh, and I could see that being a thing where Monet put him on Kane to the connect and keeping him closer to him, so just in case something happens where they need to take over, and he knows that her points of weaknesses and stuff like that, basically for him to observe her and watch over her and say like, hey, let's figure out her weaknesses so just in case we have to take her out and we become the connect. So I can see that being a thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same as far as that as well. Well, yeah, I'm excited for the season, man. This is my favorite show, by far. I just love the character development with Tariq when he was on the original OG Power, to where he is now. This is by far my favorite show. I'm kind of very disappointed this is the last season, but I'm curious, very interested and curious to know where they're going to lead this character development. I think it's a couple potential things they could do. I think Braden, if he doesn't go to Chicago with Tariq, I think he could be his own spinoff, to kind of see where that goes. I also think, they could do some stuff with Kane if they don't kill him off. I don't think they're gonna kill him off. I think the people they're gonna kill off this year, I think Drew's gonna be gone within the first 3 weeks. So the first three
Mm-hmm.
episodes of the season, I think he's gone. I wouldn't be shocked if he's gone the first episode. I think I think Tariq is eventually gonna get rid of Effie, but I think it's gonna be later down the season. Noma, I think for Tariq and my thought pattern or how I think it's gonna work out, he's got to get rid of Noma as well. And Monet, I think Monet kids are gonna kill her off. Probably Diana, just with a lot of static they got, and I think Diana's obviously pregnant with Tariq's child, so
And
she's
I
gonna
think
want to keep her. Yeah, she's gonna keep her kids dad safe. So yeah, man, I think this is gonna be an explosive season. I'm expecting this to be like by far the best show out. I think this is gonna be some of their writers' best work. And man, we got 2 nights at literally 48 hours from now we get that first episode. So and we'll definitely have a reaction for you guys to that as well.
right. We're gonna plan to release these videos every Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
Uh, that's our episode for the day. See ya.
Peace.